Hi, I'm Monica Nguyen. I'm going to be talking about transgender and the people around them, which is their friends and their peers. So, first, I'm going to be talking about four things or mentioning four things, and that is what challenges are typically faced by the friends and peers, and second is how did the friends and peers handle those challenges in Luna? Third is how do the friends and peers typically handle these challenges in the United States? Fourth is just my opinion of how these friends and peers should handle these issues. First is what challenges are typically faced. The first would be danger because these friends and peers who support transgender, they could face, violence from the peers who don't agree and find it disgusting and react by doing violence. The second is they face betrayal. Some friends feel betrayal that their friend didn't tell them, if it makes them feel like their friend didn't trust them enough or that they're not good of a friend to be trusted in. And that is shown in Luna. A third is just plain confusion. There's different types of confusion, I believe. When that they face some peers and friends will face confusion that's just neutral. um, they kind of just feel like they don't understand, just simply like why would you want to, and like nothing hateful, just plain confusion. And then there's the negative confusion from peers who are just reacting just angrily because they don't understand and they think that it's a sin or based on their religion, that they're just completely confused and turn to a negative point. An example of when peers have faced danger is when these high school students showed support by walking out and protesting in front of the school and showing support for their transgender friend, wanting more help and protection, and how they shouldn't be harassed like that again. And then the police had got contacted that this assaulter threatened to shoot all of them, which is a sign of danger, of course. Being a peer that supports these trans rights, you could face these types of dangers. And then this article also talks about another school who has something similar to it, where this school, the students decided to support their friend and their pronouns. Then this school was threatened with bombs. You know, showing support for your friend or peer could lead to extreme dangers. Second is how did those friends and peers handle those challenges in Luna? Well, the first one was Ali felt betrayed and upset. And the second one is peers are confused and disgusted and acted out in anger with those confusions. The first quote is, "Why didn't you tell me?" Her voice oozed with anger. "I thought you were my friend." Here, Ali learns of Luna's secret, and she feels betrayal. That she thought that a friend would tell her everything, and Luna did not. Um, but she also felt anger because internally she this affected her because she liked Liam, and she felt betrayed that you know he would not have those feelings back. The second one is, "I don't know how long it's going to take me to be okay with this." She spoke to the empty space between us. It's hard, you know. Here she finally accepts Luna. She's still confused. She's still facing that challenge of being really confused. But she took that betrayal away, and she's trying to accept him now. When it says she spoke to the empty space between us, it's kind of metaphorical and lyrical, not lyrical, sorry, literal, because, there could be an actual empty space between them, or, there's a small, like, empty space because there's like a distance felt, you know, that they didn't have before. Then she goes, it's hard, After that, Luna agrees, and she says that she can take her time. Um, you know, peers. This shows that peers can be confused but positive at the same time, showing support. They can face, you know, betrayal and confusion, but in the end, just showing support and nonviolence is always the way. The third one is peers who did hateful crimes. Luna was assaulted, when the peers did not like or agree with her. They're with their confusion. They just reacted by producing violence towards Luna. And here is a quote where Luna's wig gets, you know, ripped off, but not only ripped off, but like completely, like hair torn out, like just extreme violence. Three is, how does the friends and peers typically handle these challenges in the United States? Well, the first is they can show immense support, or the second is completely the opposite, which is harassment and violence. These are three articles I found. Transgender teen Lila Perry just wants to be respected by her classmates. Here is an article about Lila Perry. She wanted women restroom ability, like availability. She wanted to use them, but she wasn't allowed, and so her friends and classmates showed support by protesting to get her that women's bathroom pass. This here is showing support and love in the United States. Students and peers who care for their transgender classmate will show protest and support. The second is more negative put on it. Transgender teen says he was attacked at his home by a fellow classmate during hate crime. This classmate decided to follow this transgender teen home, and threaten them with a knife. But luckily, that teen was able to hide in the bathroom. This just shows like the hateful side when a peer doesn't agree. When you're a peer and you're confused, you can react by being violent. Here's a quote by the mother of the transgender teen. It says, "It saddens me because this is America now. You should be able to be who you want to be, what you want to be." The third one is, again, when American students will show support by protesting, because America, is free will, and sometimes protesting does help. For these students specifically, there were a lot of hateful and transphobic comments towards their school from other places. And to show support, they protested and demanding protection for their classmates and showing support and love in America. Number 4 is my opinion of how these friends and peers should handle these issues. First is be supportive. I think that's number 1. I think friends should support their transgender friend even if they don't understand it. It's already hard for the transgender person, and being supportive is really all they need. I think it's important to try to understand, because they cared and loved the transgender friend, cared and loved for them before, and they still care and love for them the same way. The only difference is their appearance, and I think friends should give that support back and that love and care the same. Second is protect. I think these friends and peers have much power. So they should use that power to protect their transgender and LGBTQ classmates who don't have or who have, you know, threatened, like, who have threats on their lives. You know, they have a lot of power, like the articles have, that I've shown before, you know, where they protested for their um, classmates. Number three is just ignore them. You know, you can just ignore transgender people. Like, of course, it's not, you know, it's better to support them, but you know, if you're really like hateful and you just don't understand in a negative way, and because of your religion or whatever, you can just ignore them. Um, it's not your life; it's their life they're changing. So you know, it's better to not be so violent and hateful. You know, just stay in your own lane. Just ignore them. You know, their friends can handle it. You know, it's not your business. So it's better to just ignore them. And overall, in Luna, they show a lot of negative and positive reactions from these friends and peers when they face challenges like betrayal and confusion and then danger. Um, Luna is an incredible and heartwarming, example of how to react when your transgender classmate or family member is, starting to transition. It's my works cited page. Thank you.